Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street Christmas spoilers, surprising new love as Debbie Webster is chatted up by much younger character. In the aftermath of Carla Connor, Allison King, and Peter Barlow, Chris Gascoigne's sad parting in Coronation Street, there's hardly any time for Carla to reflect about her lost love before a new distraction arrives in the form of her nephew, Bobby, Jack Carroll. And it's not long before Bobby is spreading his charm around Weatherfield. Carla's expecting a pizza delivery when her door buzzer goes, but standing at the door is Bobby, who explains he's her brother Rob Donovan, Mark Bayless' son. Rob is serving life in prison for the murder of Tina McIntyre, Michelle Keegan. Bobby has a sob story about his family, but Carla is soon on the phone to Rob, who puts her in the picture about his son. Carla agrees that Bobby can stay for a few weeks as long as he abides by her ground rules. A few weeks turns into indefinitely when a van arrives in the street and Bobby realizes that his mom has sent all of his worldly possessions. Simon, Alex Bain, decides Carla needs more space and offers to let Bobby have his room while he goes to stay with his mom. I hope Bobby brings viewers a lot of laughs in the vein of some of the street's classic comedy characters, Jack said when his casting was announced. The actor and comedian rose to fame when he was just 14 when he appeared on Britain's Got Talent. This was followed by appearances on Saturday Night at the London Palladium, Jason Manford's Funny Old Week, and live at the Apollo. Jack has also completed his first national live tour. Bobby instantly makes an impact when he sets his sights on one of the Corey women, and he's aiming high. Debbie Webster, Sue Devaney, is about as far out of Bobby's league as you could imagine. The hotel owner is independent, feisty, attractive, a few years older than Bobby, and also in a relationship with Ronnie Bailey, Vinta Morgan. Roles on Christmas Day, Mary, Patty Claire, Freddie, and a rather tipsy Evelyn, Maureen Lipman, help Roy prepare their festive feast. When they later exchange gifts, Evelyn is genuinely touched when she sees that Roy has bought her a vintage, limited edition copy of her favorite book, South Riding by Winifred Holtby. The suggestion had come from Evelyn's daughter Cassie, Claire Sweeney, who helped Roy out when his car broke down by driving him to Edale in a borrowed car in order to collect the book. Little did Roy realize that the Porsche SUV Cassie was driving actually belonged to a customer at the garage, and when he later sees the car parked up in the workshop, he's horrified to realize that he was traveling in a stolen car. Roy is the least of Cassie's concerns though. After returning the car, Cassie realized that she had managed to scratch it, and quickly tried to cover her tracks by placing Abby's, Sally Carmen Dutine, tool cart next to it. When the garage reopens, Kevin, Michael Louvel, and Abby are dismayed to spot the damage, and in a particularly devious move, Cassie quietly suggests to Kevin that maybe Abby has started drinking again and scratched the car whilst drunk. Over at number 6, little Eliza, Savannah Cuneo, is feeling miserable after Dad Dom, Darren Morfitt, failed to turn up for Christmas as promised. Unknown to both Eliza and Yasmin, Shelley King, Stu, Bill Fellows, had paid Dom £10,000 to leave Eliza and go and reconnect with his other family in Germany. Eliza was confused when Dom dropped her off at her granddad's place with a mountain of stuff for only a week, but he promised he'd be back soon. Following his no-show, Eliza is refusing to engage as she sits on her own with her earpods in, leading Stu and Yasmin to worry about her. Stu eventually leaves a message for Dom admitting that he may have made a mistake in asking him to leave Eliza alone, commenting that Eliza is very upset. Feeling guiltier by the minute, Stu finally comes clean to a horrified Yasmin about what he did, and his concerns that Dom is seemingly content with not returning. As Yasmin later confides in Roy about her history of choosing men that she can't trust, has Stu managed to ruin his own relationship as well as Eliza's connection with her dad? And in exciting news, Jenny, Sally Ann Matthews, and Daisy, Charlotte Jordan, are thrilled when they learn their sealed bid has been accepted, and they are now officially the new owners of the Rover's return. The new partners are soon discussing the reopening, and after Daisy makes a call to Waterfords, she reveals that she's been able to wangle it so that they can have the pub back open by New Year's Eve. The Rovers is going to provide a suitable distraction for Daisy after her recent split with Daniel, Rob Mallard. There's things that Jenny and Daisy have done to buy the Rovers that they are not proud of, Charlotte tells us. While that was super fun to play out, I don't imagine it's going to last very long. But in the meantime, Daisy is loving it. She's throwing all her energy onto the Rovers as it's all she's got left, Charlotte continues. She's lost her love, her hero, her little family and in turn, her future. So the Rovers failing is not an option. She's very ready to have something she's proud of and something she can call her own. It's an emotional Boxing Day on Coronation Street as Peter Barlow, Chris Gascoigne, packs his bags and farewells Weatherfield.